Good morning, folks. We'll be starting in just a second. Okay, let's get this party started. Good morning, everybody. Let me just switch this over and we'll begin. All right, put on my camera here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me just a little lower so everybody can actually see me. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing great today. Happy. What is it? Today's Thursday? Right. I think it is Thursday. Can you guys hear me and see me well? Let me know. I want to make sure that you guys could see me and hear me well. Okay, there we go. Let's say hello to everybody. We got Pete, we got Brendan, we got Cheese Grade Trader, we got Kevin, we got Peter Jensen. Good morning, Brian, Captain Beef, Matt, Walter, Rich, Richard, Ivano, Keith, John, Steve, Robert, Arnolfo, Graham. Good morning, Brian. Dave. We got two Dave. We got Dave and David. We got Tom. Texas Kirk is in the house. Gary, Sherman, Johnny, Steve, Wonderville. Good morning. Good morning. The Sassy Trainer's in the house. Good morning, Tinia. Lloyd, Naples fan. Kadori, Penny, good morning. Sandy, if I'm mispronouncing your names, folks, I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's this YouTube thing, you know. Sandy's here. Gregory, Mind, A.G. Koopa, David, Charles, David, Ivan, Gregory, George, Adrian, Murray, good morning. Richard, Krebnuts, Javad, James, Jill, good morning. Good morning. Al, Drew, Dragon Dawn is in the house. Mary, Kimberly, good morning, Kimberly. Good to see you. Ruth, Afa Diaz, Bill, Genevieve, Ray, Charlie, Deanna, SJL, Bob. Good morning, Bob. Stan, Wade, Terrence, Wave Rider, Dave, Paul, Don. Trading my way to retirement. Now we're talking. Tom, Rob, Sapster, Keith, Illinois grain farmer, Mitch, good morning. Eagle Beagle, good morning to you. Hopium Addict, good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Can't believe it's Thursday already. We got, thank you, Brian, for that. Rock, Moondog, Jeff, Mookie is in the house. Frex. And by the way, I want to thank you. I got such nice emails yesterday from you guys thanking me for the trades. You guys are welcome. We got Jeff, we got Moondog, we got Rock, we got Doug, we got Dave, we got David, we got Wesley, Steve, Hawkeye, Krish, Bobby, we got Don. Got a lot of people here. Let me just go back here. We got, yeah, I skipped a lot of people here. Whew. We got Krish, we got Bobby, we got Don, we got Colette, Peanuts, good morning. Thank you, Bob. Shamens, John, Jesse, Jeremiah, Richie, good morning, Richie. William, good morning. Jeff, Brendan, Rock, Mark, Ernesto, Peanut, Richard, Adrian, Henry, Walter, Mookie. Good. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. Hopium, Greg, Bob, Matt. Good morning, Dean, Wesley, Heru. Good morning, Jesse. Karen the Shark is in the house. Stacy, Mark, Scotty. Good morning, Minnesota Matt. Sin, Porkies. Every time I see Porkies, I think back when I was a kid watching those movies. Those were the first R-rated movies that I seen was Porkies. I think I was like 13 or 12 or something like that. I remember the original Porkies. Jay Garcia, Trader Mom is here. Good morning. I like that. Trader Momo. Trader Momo. I like that. We got Bob. We got Trone. We got Whitco. Mike. I think it's Mike. Mike. High Grounder. Dallas. Ann, Julio, Jim. Good morning, Jim. Jason. Two Jasons, actually. Jim and Jason. Next gen. We got Eagle Beagle. Snow, huh? Eagle Beagle. We got Wonderville. Wayne, Harry, Jeff, Jay Garcia, Duzzy, Brendan, Chris. We got a lot of people today. Rihanna, Ronnie, Kevin, James, Gulsha. Good morning, Richie. Randy, DP, DBD, Sebastian. We got a lot of people here. Harold, David, Hopium, Raj, Petera, Kai, Bullwriter, Sebastian, Randy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. First things first, we do have a lot of people here today. First things first, please make sure, please make sure to go and hit 1080. Don't settle for anything less. 1080p, okay? 1080p. Don't let it sucker you into auto like I have, okay? Hey, Kevin, Louis, Leo, Wonderville, David, Eduardo, Harold, David, Hopium, Raj, Petra. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Please, 1080p. And if you don't mind, give us one thumbs up. One thumbs up. And let's not get into politics today. I really don't want to. I'm going to get a headache from that. So I gave myself a thumbs up. And that's that. All right, real quick before we begin, I'll make this very fast. If you enjoyed my VIP room, I talked about levels yesterday. A lot of folks really got a lot of benefit out of it. So today, here's my agenda for the VIP room. Jacques Cousteau, good morning, sir. Here's my agenda for the VIP room. I'm going to tell you what that agenda is. Real quick here. Here. I'm going to continue where we left off yesterday. So I'm going to talk about market internals. I'm going to explain market internals in detail, and you could use this for any type of trading. I'm going to talk about key levels for market internals that I think are important. I'm going to talk about reversal trades, breakout trades, and pullback trades. I'm going to talk about options versus futures for index trade, day trading, and I'll give you my top stocks as well. So we have a really fun session, very fun session expected today. Please don't miss out. Bob says my levels are great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning, Russ. Good morning, Becky. Kevin, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Got a lot of people coming in here. I love it. Love it. Let me just check something here. Also, folks who are in my pit, we did a time spread on Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble came out with earnings. The stock is pretty much flat. Please keep your open order for profit taking for this morning, okay? All right. Let me give you the links. I gave you the VIP link. Here's my Telegram channel. I'm sorry, I'm a little brain dead this morning. Here is the my Telegram channel, and here's Customer Service Live. And Cam and Gustavo are going all the way today. Cam told me everything he's going to be talking about today. There's going to be a lot of goodies. Cam, do you want to type in a preview here for the folks, or here I can here. Cam is going to talk about installing the updated ProTrader dashboard, scanning the S&P 500 with the ProTrader dashboard, day trading with the ProTrader dashboard, swing trading with the ProTrader dashboard, and scanning with ProTrader dashboard for Trading View. Hey, Cam, can you do me a huge favor? Can you make sure that the Trading View scanner has a filter like the Trading View scanner has to have a filter just like the Thinkorswim filter does, where we only look at stocks that are above yesterday's close or stocks that are below yesterday's close. If they're not above or below, we don't look at them, okay? I want to make sure we eliminate them from the scan. If you need to know how, email me or just Slack me and I'll give you the code for it, okay? It's real straightforward. It's like two words, okay? Or Matt will give it to you. That's one thing we need to add there. Okay, so let's talk about the market, and I gave you the links for that. You guys should have all the links. Oh, there he is. There's Cam. Yeah, perfect. This is for Trading View. Today, Cam will be doing stuff for Trading View, the last part. So, all right, let's begin. It's a good time to begin. Okay, so far the market is looking absolutely delicious. And when I say delicious, I mean delicious. This is really nice. We're bouncing back absolutely beautifully so far. Let's see where this goes. But so far, it's looking good. We have a lot of data today. We have GDP. We have personal income. We have personal income and outlays. I'm not paying attention. Excuse me. I'm not paying attention to any of it. The only thing I'm paying attention to is jobless claims and petroleum status report, which is coming out about an hour and a half delayed. We don't have big bond auctions today. Actually, yes, we do. We have a 10-year tips auction, but that's not a bond auction. So my point is this: this is all delayed, delayed, delayed. This is from like November, I think. Hold on, let me see. Let's see, is it? Yeah, it's for the third quarter. This is like for the last quarter. So this is not going to really. I'm not going to put too much effort into this. Jobless claims is the only one that's relevant, as you all know by now. I think this is broken because this has been in the low 200s for as far back as I can remember. Um, I think they're going to end. They're going to end at the end of the quarter. It's already built into Think or Swim, Mitch. You don't have to worry about it for Think or Swim, but I need to make sure that it's in TradingView. I'll ask Matt when I get to the office today. Actually, let me remind myself. I'm going to set myself a reminder. Okay, I made myself a little reminder for Matt, so I will make sure because Richie showed me the results and I noticed there were some that were below. There was a list of stocks that were below yesterday's close, and I'm only scanning for stocks that are stronger than they were yesterday. They have to be above or below if you're trading to the short side. I'll make sure that's kosher. Okay, but Cam and Gustavo will show you how to use all of that today. And by the way, my assistant is Mia, is curled up right here and is sleeping. Yes. So I'm looking for this to be in the low 200,000s. If it's the only concern I would have if it's like 280 or 290, if it's 240 or below, which it's been 99.9% of the time, I'm not really concerned about this. And this should start falling off in the next about 4 to 5 weeks. This delayed stuff should be coming off. Yeah, I predict the low 200,000. Exactly, Jeremiah. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. As far as earnings are concerned, we've got Intel. I believe a lot of these are coming out after the market's closing. Yeah, Intel is not right now. FCX already came out. COF looks like it might have already come out. PG definitely came out. They ain't doing nothing. GE came out. It's actually down quite a bit. CSX is not out yet. I guess that comes out after they open. But anyway, we do have a lot of earnings on the table today. Okay, a lot of earnings on the table today. All right, let's continue. Bond market. What's the bond market doing? The bond market is still in this range. We still haven't gotten out. Now, I love the fact that we made a low here and we didn't break down. This is great, but we still haven't gotten above the 200-day moving average. So I like what we're seeing, but we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet. We need to get above all of this. So to me, we're still in this here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're still in this area right here. We need to get out of this area, preferably to the upside. I'd really love for us to see. I'd really love for us to see us go back above the 100-day moving average right here. This is what I'd like to see. Good morning, Armin, Doug, Randy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see everybody here. Bond market's not really doing much. SPY's just sitting there. Okay, I'll give you my prognosis, but let's do this. So I don't really have a good feel for the bond market right now because the bond market doesn't have a good feel for what it's doing right now. I mean, you're right at the VWAP, at the 8-day, coming back up, still pinched here. We need to see more. We need to see more upside here. Okay, so this is just kind of in a sit and wait mode right now. Hopefully, the Fed data will break it out a little bit, but I'm not expecting it. Gold. Gold is still, it's a little down today, but it's still near this area. Remember what I told you. Be patient, please. If you're long gold, that's great. You may want to use this as an opportunity to unload a little bit with the intent of getting back in a little bit lower. We're at about 48.90. All I want to do is wait till we're back in this area right here, just like we did right here. Okay. If you waited, you would have gotten the best fill ever right there. And I want us to come right back. Notice how we're just trending along this line right here. I want us to come back to the trend. There's too much space here. Look how much space. Look how much space you have here. You shouldn't have all that. You see, you don't have that much space here. See how much space you have? Over deviated. Too much. Too much. Good morning, Jack. Welcome. Welcome, Jack. Welcome. Jack Emmons' first day here. Jack, you come here every day for a year. You will know the market inside and out. All right, let's continue. So gold, I still think we need to cool off, and I know a lot of you are into silver, so I'll go ahead and I'll look at silver. I'm not a silver trader. I think gold and silver they kind of follow each other, but I know that a lot of you are silver traders, so I'll take a quick look at silver. So you could see how silver's doing. Silver's actually consolidating here pretty good. If it consolidates here and the 8-day comes up to it like it's doing right now, we'll be able to do another pull up, but I still think we're going to come down right here, right to this level right here. And I'm sticking to it right here. Too much space here. Too much volatility and too much space. I would be expecting us to come right out here. Okay? This level right here. All right. Thank you, Hopium Addict. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Crude oil. Crude oil's doing nothing. And honestly, in light of everything that's going on in the world, if I was crude oil right now, I would be like mixed, like like if you turn somebody around a lot, like playing Marco Polo, it just doesn't know what to do right now. I mean, there's Iran, you got Russia, you got Ukraine. I'm not the whole Greenland fiasco. I mean, it doesn't know what to do with itself right now. But we're basically just consolidating near the 100-day moving average. I think we're going to come down. I think we're going to come down because the longer term trend is bearish, and we rejected the 200-day moving average just like we did here, So I think ultimately this will come down and make a new low. Now, if this keeps consolidating here and starts breaking to the 200-day moving average and building a base here, if this was happening up here, I wouldn't be as bearish. You understand? Because we'd be above the 200-day moving average. But we're below the 200-day moving average. So we're building a base below the 200, and we rejected the 200. So I'm not really seeing anything that exciting at this point. You can argue that we're making a higher low and it's moving up. The problem is we rejected the 200-day moving average. That's my biggest beef here. So we still are in a strong downtrend. US dollar, as I said, it looks like it's huffed, it puffed. It tried to break out here and it couldn't, and now it's in a wait and see mode. You'll notice most of the commodities, the bond market, the gold and silver market, the crude oil market, they just had a lot of volatility and they're consolidating. They all had a pretty good trend. After a good trend, usually you have a good consolidation. Even here, you had a good trend, you have a consolidation. They're pretty much in a wait and see mode right now. Here, let me just go back to gold. They have a pretty sloppy trend right now. Yes, silver is an AI function, absolutely. Copper too. All right. So again, gold and silver, I think we're going to come down to the base. I think we need to cool off. And by the way, if the markets start getting a little uppity in the next couple of weeks, it usually means commodity and commodity type of assets. Commodity futures, they tend to cool off a little bit, okay? Bitcoin is still coming down. We tried to huff and puff. And by the way, also consolidation. Do you remember how many years ago I told you guys that Bitcoin is going to start trading like a regular asset? It's not going to be a cowboy. I told you this about 7 or 8 years ago, and here we are. It's now a counter-trending asset. It's not a cowboy asset anymore. And it's also consolidating after a strong downtrend, which I think is going to continue and break lower. A lot of this is also dependent on the energy markets, and energy markets don't know what to do with themselves right now. So So I'm not really seeing anything. I'm not really seeing anything that interesting. If crude oil breaks above 200 and if Bitcoin breaks above this level, then things will get interesting. But we're not there yet. Okay, we're just not there yet. Okay, China, China. Look at that. What a mess. I mean, I don't even know how to read this. It's so bad. I mean, we have an up channel here. We broke this channel. Now we're going down. We're literally just consolidating at the 50-day moving average. There is no clear trend here. Now you'll notice something. I want to teach you guys something. So Jack, I'll teach you something. This will be the first thing you'll learn here, okay? So you see how gappy China is, how this index is gappy? It's an ADR, which means it's trading here in US during nighttime in China. So the reason you're seeing all these gaps is because this opens up to what happened in China during the day, because their day session is our night session and our night session is their day session. So the reason you're seeing all these gaps is because it opens up after their day session is over. So what you're seeing here effectively is the night session of China. I know it sounds really weird, but this is their night session right here. Therefore, you're getting all of these gaps. So whenever you see an ADR or you see a foreign asset and you see it being gappy like this, it means it's just trading and you're getting the night session. That's what the gaps are coming from, okay? So something that a lot of folks don't, there you go, Jack, that a lot of folks don't realize and don't understand, okay? So there's nothing, it's very liquid. We're just getting its night session, you understand? Because we don't know, because remember, it can't follow China in the middle of the night when they're closed. So what it's doing, it's reacting to what China did during the day, which is our night session, okay? All right, catalysts. Who wants to start off with the catalysts? I know Minnesota Matt usually comes hot and heavy. Weaned on E-mini. So you understand most of this stuff. Yeah. Thanks for that, Ron. I appreciate it. Thanks, David. Appreciate that. All right, let's. I'll start, and you guys can Minnesota Mad and all the rest of you guys can. There it goes. Minnesota Mad is coming in hot. Mags, chips, consumer staples, healthcare, financial, industrial, Fed data, crude oil inventories. That's what I've got. You're missing one thing. You're missing one thing, Minnesota Matt. Europe. Europe rallied 1.5%. Yeah, so Europe. Charles got that. I don't get the euro. I'll look at euro, but I know Japan. I got Japan here. I'll take a look at euro. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I got Europe. I don't have Japan. Sorry, I got it the other way around. I'll have to look at Japan in a second. Let's see what Japan did. Let's see what Japan did. No, they just closed higher. They're not at a record where Europe is up over 1%. See, that's something right there. So together, you guys got it right. Well, it's a reaction, but it's a catalyst. It's a major catalyst. It's Europe. I mean, it's one of the biggest markets in the world. So it's something we have to definitely pay attention. There are definitely going to be stocks that are bullish as a result of that. Okay. U.S. President Donald Trump. And folks, I'm just reading the cover of bar charts. I'm not trying to get political with you. There's no agenda here. Please, let's just keep the political stuff away as far as we can, okay? All right? I'm just reading the cover of bar charts. That's all I'm doing. That's where I get my news from every single day. So whatever they put on here, I read. I'm not the author. I'm not the copy. I don't report this, okay? All right. Just wanted to make sure you guys understand. So President Trump walked back his threats to impose tariffs on a group of European countries over Greenland. Thank God for small favors. He said on Wednesday he would not impose tariffs on 8 European countries, citing a framework for a deal on Greenland, Arctic. Yeah, just like anyway, basically, nothing's going to happen. Based on a very productive meeting that I had with Secretary General, we formed the framework of a future deal. Okay. Basically, nothing was agreed to. Trump said in social, based on the understanding, I will not be imposing tariffs. Good, thank God. Thursday that were compromised did not involve discussion about territory sovereignty. said that the compromise did not discuss about. Okay, so we're not. Let's just forget about it, like it never happened. Okay. I know it is Diamond Gen. I know. I know. I know. Where do I get bar charts? I go right here. I type in barcharts.com and I hit on this link right here. And I do that every day in the morning, right here. This is what I read to you guys. I just highlight the most important parts. So I'm not like, I don't have an agenda. I literally go over what's here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a personal agenda. All right. Futures on the Nasdaq outperformed AI related stocks that are, yeah, everything is looking very nice here. NVIDIA CEO said at Davos that global AI build out will require trillions of dollars in spending on computer infrastructure. They loved that. That was very, very nice. Chip stocks rallied. Yeah, we're having a real nice rally in Intel, AMD. We were long AMD in the pit a few days ago. People made money on it. We were long Google yesterday. People made money on it. Those that didn't sell Google will thank me later for making more money this morning. And we have the Procter and Gamble time spread, which couldn't be doing better than it's doing now because it's not doing anything, and earnings are out, which is very nice. All right. On the bearish side, KHC slid more than 5% after the company disclosed. It's interesting. Berkshire Hathaway used to. Do you guys remember when Berkshire had like the largest amount of Kraft Heinz? They had like a record number of it in there. It got to a point where the stock, this is years ago, I mean like decades ago, it got to a point where Heinz was almost synonymous with Berkshire Hathaway. They had a huge, huge percentage of this company. They used to use it as their case studies and their examples about how to buy stocks with few moving parts. So I found it kind of sad that they're liquidating it. I mean, this is a staple, American staple since the '80s, early '80s, right? Oh, it's Mitchell. It's bonus trades we do in the pit. Okay. Did somebody say he wanted Iceland? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know about that. Don't need Iceland. Yeah, we don't need Iceland. No. Okay. I guess you guys are just joking about that. I don't get it. But anyways, pending home sales came out. They were lower, but construction spending was higher. Again, this data is not that germane. It's 8:30, by the way. Let's look at the bond market. Let's look at jobless claims. How much do you guys want to bet it'll be somewhere in the 200,000s, in the low 200,000? Let me know what it is when you. Oh, hey, Mazel Tov. Jobless claim actual 200,000. Hey, do I know my numbers or what? I said it'll be somewhere right at 200,000. Richie says actual 200,000. There you go. Trump misspoke and said Iceland. Oh, I don't listen to anything he said. Musk really making rare earth in laboratory. I have no idea what Elon Musk is doing. Natives in I'm not a fan of Elon Musk. Natives in Greenland are in Danish, not trees. He confused subconsciously Iceland. I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay, so Richie says it's 200,000. The bond market is, see what the bond market's doing. Is it coming up? Is it coming down? It's down right now. It's coming down right now. It's coming down. All right. And again, these delayed reports are for the BER. Okay, so quarter over quarter, GDP was higher than expected. Personal consumption was right on par. Not too bad. Not too bad. Year over year, this didn't come out yet. Again, as Richie said, 200,000, right on, right on. Look at that. Do I know my numbers or do I know my numbers? What did I tell you guys? 200, 220, 230, 240, 200, 190, 200, 200,000 right there. I'm telling you that this thing is broken, okay? This thing is busted. Yeah. It's an old report, Kevin, just FYI. It's an old report. I wouldn't put too much effort into it. It's that data is already well priced into the market. Okay. So anyway, I was a little sad to see that Berkshire dumped KHC. Call me sentimental. Okay, I'm going to give you guys an update either today or tomorrow. I'm waiting for FactSet to update their goodies. Okay, but we do have a lot of earnings on the table. All eyes are focused on U.S. personal consumption expenditure. Not really. No, the core price index for November was originally scheduled for December 19th. We're literally 30 days late. So it's not that it doesn't have as much of an impact. 4.3, they got 4.4. Basically, the number came in at 200,000. Crude oil's coming out at 1230 today. There's not going to be any rate adjustment. Europe is up over 1%, which makes it a catalyst. Okay. DRUT. Jobless means how many people are filing unemployment claims. Huh, that's interesting. That's funny, Penny. Okay. So Europe is very happy that Trump is not going to be doing his thing, doing his shtick. Very, very nice. China closed slightly higher after swinging between gains and losses, not really doing much. China wasn't impacted too much by all of this. Europe and energy stocks led the gains, not chips. Limiting gains, non-ferrous metal slumped after gold prices pulled back and easing geopolitical tension. Semiconductor stock retreated. I'm looking for some profit taking in chip stocks. I'll talk about that in a minute. Japan closed higher, snapping a 5-day losing streak. Gains were also fueled by comment from Nvidia that says they're going to be spending a shitload of money. Okay. A catalyst, Mitchell, is when something happens that's influencing the price more than random. Okay. A news event impacting price. Okay. Okay, we have mags up over 1%, chip stocks over 1%, and especially Micron is up pretty good. Let me just quickly see what Google is doing. Google is up only $4 from yesterday's high. It's doing really well. I still have bullish on Google on my watch list. I really like it quite a lot. Yeah, I'm not concerned about it's already priced into the market. All of this data is priced into the market. Yeah. Yeah. Personal consumption expenditures, 3 point. Really, this is not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. Bonds are doing nothing. Okay. All right, let's talk about markets. Put the call ratio. We're in the middle. Nothing to discuss, nothing to report, nothing to talk about. Volatility. I was showing this to Penny earlier today. While volatility is lower, okay, this trend hasn't been broken yet. Yet. I'm looking for this trend to break. If this trend doesn't break, we still then this drama is not over yet. Okay. Quickly becoming the practical advancement leaders. Yeah, I like Hefe. I like Google a lot. I like Google a lot. Yeah, I Trader Momo. I didn't hear anything about Iceland or Greenland. I wasn't listening to it. I'm just commenting on what I just didn't know what people were talking about. They started talking about Iceland. I didn't understand what people were saying. Okay. So if a stock is up, do you keep the stock on a call, or if you can go up and then down the next morning, can't lose a lot of money? Mitchell, these questions you're gonna have to go to Customer Service Live or go to my boot camp and read my boot camp. These are real basic questions that I'll gladly answer privately. You can also email me. Here's my email address: roger@rogerscott.com. Please don't send me customer support questions. My answer is going to be, that's a great question. You should call customer service. Okay. That's going to be my answer to you. So I'm a little concerned that this uptrend is still intact. Call me old fashioned, but I still respect uptrends. I'm a little concerned because as far as I'm concerned, there's really no data out. Maybe this Fed data today, but yeah, Mia, you upset about this too? But this uptrend is still in take. What I'm concerned about is that we're us bouncing higher, and if we bounce higher, the market's going to take a dip. So let's keep an eye on this, at least for the first couple of hours today. And if we start dipping lower below this trend line, I'll be happy because I want to see this trend line broken. Then we'll be able to come down here. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. Helio today, HL. Yeah, just ask me when I'm looking through my stocks and I'll look at it, okay? Okay. So let's look at individual stocks. Semiconductors getting a little too ahead of themselves, folks. They're getting a little ahead of themselves. A little. I still like them, but they're getting ahead of themselves. This is too far too far up, too much too soon. Notice every time they come up here, they tend to come down. Every time they come up, they tend to. This is too much, too much. They need to cool off a little bit, a little bit. Look for a possible swing high in the morning today. We need to come back down to the 8-day EMA. No, no, don't be sorry, Mitchell. Please don't be sorry. You're asking great questions and you're in the right place and you're being completely appropriate. It's just I don't want to hold up 700 people for basic stuff. We're on a schedule and I have to get to the office before the morning for the small caps. So, believe it or not, I actually trade full time. So, unlike a lot of gurus, I actually do this. Okay, so you see this line right here, this black line I drew? I'm expecting price to come back down to this level right here. Not here, just down here. It's just a little overextended, which means if you are in semiconductors, it may not be such a bad idea to take profit with the intent of getting back in a little bit lower. That's all I'm trying to say here, okay? Yeah, don't ever apologize for asking good questions, Mitchell. And by the way, Mitchell, a lot of the folks here, they are really seasoned and they will answer your question in real time. Okay. So they will answer your question. Right, bond market's doing nothing. SMH is, by the way, speaking of SMH, I didn't notice this, but look, overnight, overnight, we just broke our low right here. I'll talk about levels in a few minutes, but so we are softening a little bit. This is a little too much too fast. See this? See that? End up here. I would be careful right now. I'm telling you right now, I would be very, very careful because we need to come back here. Okay. So we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves on chips. On the SPY, we are not getting ahead of ourselves. The SPY, because the SPY has a lot of blue chips, the SPY is right here at this level right now. And the SPY is actually looking fantastic. Look at this. We're right above the 8-day EMA. This is looking really, really good. I'm just concerned about how much firepower we're going to get from technology, from chips today. Okay. Okay. So, but this is very, very nice. I'm concerned that this is going to be the top and we're going to come down and make another low near the 50. So I want to make sure this holds, this line holds. 688 today is a very important level. Please remember that level, 688.16. That's your line in the sand. That's where the 8-day EMA is. 688.16. Write that down. 86 on the daily chart. 688.16 on the SPY. I have my level right here. You could see it right there. But we are above, look, we are above the 8-day EMA. We are above, see this? This is the 8-day. We're above the 8-day EMA. We're keying off of it right now. So as long as this is the low, we're okay. But I'm telling you, this line, 688.18, 688, just remember 688, that's a line in the sand for the bulls, okay? And don't be surprised if we break it, shake out some bulls, come down, maybe up down to here, and then come back up, okay? All right, QQQ. Starting to come up, starting to look really, really good. I like it, but we need more upside. We are just now getting into the fun zone. We need to get back in here. We need to get back into this area right here. Okay? We're not there yet. That area is around 624, right down on the QQQ. We need to get up to 624. Okay? 624. All right. Mags are still doing shitty. We know why they're doing shitty because not all, but most of the, like Netflix is making new lows. They're not doing great right now, which is not a good thing. Microsoft and Netflix are on my short lists, even today. That's not happiness, okay? That's not happiness. All right. Overall, I'm concerned about NASDAQ, only 51% of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average. This is my main concern right here. I wish I had this for SMH. Hey, I'm going to ask you guys, if you have a different platform, Would you, there's a lot of people here. Maybe some of you know this. I'm looking for this data. I'm looking for this data for SMH. If anybody knows where I could find this data, I mean, I can have Matt program it, but I'm pretty sure we could find it somewhere organically. If you guys know where I could check what percentage of stocks in the SMH or other indexes under sectors are trading above or below the 50-day moving average, that would be actually helpful to me. So if you guys know where I could find that without asking Matt to code it for me, let me know. Okay, let me know. Basically, this info for all the different sectors. Okay, here sectors. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't think we. Let's see if it has it. Maybe it has it already. No. Oh, actually, yeah. Consumer discretion. Yeah, here it is. Okay, it does have it. It does have it. So let's see. SMH. Let's see. Let's see. I'll play around with it. I'm sure I could find it here. But I'd like to know what that here it is. All right here. Okay, so Infotech I could find out. Okay, 42%. Okay. Only four so look at Infotech right now. Only 42% of stocks are trading above the 50-day moving average. And look at it's all right here. I have it right here. And look at consumer discretionary. 72%. So consumer discretionary is doing a lot better than Infotech. Infotech needs this is why Nasdaq is in the crapper. This needs to get better. So I found what I was looking for. It's right here. Found it right here. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Momentum. Folks, this is the time. This is the moment you've been waiting for. 352 already, and we haven't even opened up yet. To the upside. To the upside. We already have 352 and we haven't even opened up yet. Now, you know when we open up, we're going to open up in the 400s. What happens when we get into the upper mid 400s? So look at SMH. Look where SMH is. And then consider this. Now, what I just spent the last 15 seconds on was worth your time coming here for an hour, I think. Look at SMH, where it is. Okay. Look where QQQ is. And look at momentum levels already. And we haven't even opened yet. If this gets into 450 today, or 475 or 430, we're going to be on high alert that this is getting overextended to the upside once again. Let me refresh your memory for those of you who don't have a good memory. Here. 444 coming into last Thursday. What happens then? 420. What happens then? 325. What happens then? 151. So right now we're at 352 and we're going up again. If we get to 440, 450, it's going to be kaput. Party over. So again, I'm explaining to you right now in the nicest way possible that we have to be really, really careful here. We're getting a little bit overextended. According to Gemini, 76%. Oh, thank you, Culp. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yep. Appreciate that. So again, we're becoming vulnerable to the upside once again, very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. That was the shortest breakdown in the stock market's history, right? Okay. Levels. Let me give you guys levels. I want to make sure that I'm thorough. Remember, I got to get out of here at a certain time. I can barely see this. Okay, now we could see this better. Okay, ooh, look at that. 689.80 right there. There's that level. Very clean levels today. Very, very clean levels today. Look how we're breaking up right now. Yeah, this is nice. I like that. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just concerned about technology stocks. Okay, let me give you these. Okay. Obviously, I can't draw this. I don't know what the next level will be, so I can't draw that. So I'll just leave it right here for now. Okay, let me give you this. I'm going to post this in the Telegram channel right now. Folks, I'm posting this in the free Telegram channel right now. SPY levels. We are breaking higher right now. Okay. Let's do QQQ. Breaking higher right now. Very nice. Here, I'll just go ahead and put that up there. Very clean, very organized, very clean overnight action. We like that. Very clean. Sometimes it's messy. This is clean. QQQ levels. I think we're going to have some sector rotation is what I'm seeing here. SMH, let's do SMH. See how SMH is breaking down? It's not leading right now. You notice NASDAQ is breaking higher and SMH is going lower. Be careful. It's been very strong the last several days. A little too strong. Richie, be careful with your chip stocks today, okay? Just FYI. No, that's not it. Okay. Right here. Right there. Okay. Let me move that. Look how big I'm this picture is about uh 20 inches by 8. It's huge. And it's like my entire monitor, okay? SMH. Large size right there, okay? Um Russell 2000. Let's do Russell 2000. Right there. Also right level right there. Okay. There you go. This is literally the width of my monitor. And here is the bond market. Very messy. Very, very messy. Real messy. Messy bond market last night. Yeah, it's not clean. Not like the S&P. Very, very dirty. Very messy. Nah, don't need that. Very messy price action at night on the bond market. As you can see. Doesn't really mean much, but just harder to draw levels. All right. Uh, yeah, you can apply them to gold futures, Kevin. You can apply them to anything. They do really well with gold futures. Here. So for example, GLD overnight. Kevin, look here. There's your gold levels overnight. Here, I'll post them for you, okay? I have a minute or two extra today. Yesterday, I had a session of how to use these levels, but I'll show you another session of how to draw these levels in maybe today or tomorrow. Um, Gold levels. Let me know if these are helpful. Okay, gold levels. There's your gold levels right there. Let me know if they're helpful. Okay, let me give you stocks that I'm looking at to the short side and long side right now. Okay, short side first. Oracle. I'm still bearish on Oracle. Okay. There's Oracle, still bearish on Oracle. Although it's very up this morning. Be careful. Be careful. We're getting a little overextended again. We were a little overextended, then we kind of sold off yesterday. Now we're getting back to that level. Hmm. Okay. HIMS right here. Microsoft. A little overextended to the downside, but still, I wouldn't be still on my bearish list till we get back up here. Microsoft, not good. CPNG. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. You're welcome, James. I'm trying to do anything I can to help you guys become better traders. Copang, Shopify. Shopify, be careful. You got a profit target right here. So you still have about 15 points, but just be careful here. Okay. I just need to send out a little quick notice to the pit members real quick right now. Okay. Just needed to send you guys a little notice in the pit. Okay. Sprouts Farmers Market. How long have I been telling you guys this for a short? Okay. How many of those? Okay. SFM net. Look at that breakdown. Nice breakdown. Looks very similar to Microsoft. Netflix still in the crapper. Still in the crapper. Long stocks. Let's look at longs. Halliburton. I still like Halliburton. Google. We had Google yesterday. I got rid of it. For it was a day trade. It's up about $6 right now. It looking really good. Okay. Google CTVA, Cartiva. Thanks, George, for doing that. That's right, CSJ, complete collapse. That's right. And I've been talking about it for 6 months. Okay, Cortiva, DD. That looks good. Real good. Oh, man. I'm much more inclined to buy blue chip stocks right now than tech stocks, just FYI. Like DuPont looks really good. I think chips are getting a little ahead of themselves, is what I'm thinking. This looks pretty good. Lowe's still looks good. ADI, which is a chip stock, not overextended, but again, I think these chip stocks are a little overdone. Yeah, see, like right here, I'd be buying it around here. It's a little overdone. ADI, Teradyne, still okay. I think we're going to see some profit taking this morning. I'm not kidding. I think we're going to see some profit taking this morning. EMR, a little too much. See, all these stocks, too much. Good for a day trade, not good for a swing. Swing, you'd want it right here. EMR, Hasbro. Hasbro still looks good. Some of the basic materials and industrials are still looking good, Hefe. BDX, basic materials, industrial, some of them are still looking good. It's nice. They're the ones that are not overextended. BWA, nice looking stock. And JBHT. I'll take a quick look at Starbucks real quick because it's been on my list. That's a nice looking stock. Okay. I like this stock a lot, actually. Okay. Um, that's all I've got for you guys for today. I have to get to work. As you know, I have the small cap service to run and I need to get to the office and I still have a lot of stuff to do. If you have any questions, please send me an email. And if you have a stock you want me to look at, I'll look at it in the afternoon. I think the market is, in principle, looking pretty good. I think we're going to have some sector rotations. I think chip stocks are getting a little bit of ahead of themselves. And I'm a little concerned that this rally is a little too much too fast. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some profit taking this morning or some loss taking for shorts. And with the market cooling off a little bit, consolidating, and then going higher. I'm not suggesting we're going to have a bearish day or a turn down day. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is that the morning may be a little, we may be coming in a little too hot and heavy in the morning. Okay. So I would use this as an opportunity for profit taking with the intent of getting in back a little bit later. Here's what I'm thinking. That here, that we make break out a little bit, come down, fill this gap a little bit, and then start coming back up. So I think we're a little overextended. I'll see you guys later. I don't have time to look at other stocks right now. I got to get it to the office. I actually have a job. And Clyde, my supervisor, will be very upset if I'm not there. So again, here's the link for the VIP room. I will be talking about market internals today, and I'll talk about your favorite stocks, I promise. Here's my free Telegram channel where I post levels, my ideas, free trades for the day, all sorts of stuff. And here's Customer Service Live, where they're going to be doing some really great stuff today with the Pro Trader dashboard, and it's happening between 10 and 1 p.m. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Jack, welcome, and need you at your job too. Exactly. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. I like what I'm seeing, but let's just take it real slow and make sure this is the real deal. And let's be real careful with chip stocks right now. They're getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Okay. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Thank you all for being here.